I've just given my approval for the government spending plans for the next year. There's actually something unusual about Singapore's budgets each year, something that has become quite unusual among countries internationally. We avoid magical thinking. Governments will have to spend more in almost every country in the years to come, such as spending more on healthcare as populations get older, and investing in green energy and making sure we can tackle climate change. But what is unusual in Singapore is that we prepare in advance for this spending and make sure it can be financed. We have avoided what many countries are doing, which is to spend first, borrow so that they can finance the spending, let government debts rise to unsustainable levels, and hope that revenues will somehow spring up to pay for it later. Magical thinking always ends up unhappily. It gives the next generation a raw deal, as governments eventually have to come to terms with reality. The next generation loses out as government spending is cut, or critical public facilities get run down, or as they have to pay much higher taxes than today. That's simply unfair, and something that our whole system of rules in the Constitution is set up to avoid. So when DPM Lawrence Wong and MOF briefed me and the Council of Presidential Advisors earlier this month on the government's priorities, we paid particular attention to the financial sustainability of the plans. It is how we ensure that we never have to draw down our reserves except when exceptional crises hit Singapore, and that we remain fair to today's generation of Singaporeans and to our grandchildren's generation and their grandchildren too.